Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of SnowRunner, where you join me today with the first of the last 7 GR Enterprise contracts. First one is here in White Valley, where we're doing Valley Polar Base research, and strangely enough you join me at the garage where I've just pulled out the Royal BM17 and connected the trailer to it. I've done some minor modifications to the truck, extra lights, some pretty bits and things of that nature. And this is a bit of a contract in itself. There's quite a number of things that's needed for this one, and they're all scattered all around the map. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the wooden planks and the fuel first, because I drive past the fuel on the way from the wooden planks. So we will go ahead and pick those up. The Hummer is still out. I did recover the banana barge. It's back in the garage. We're not going to use it today. That's fine. We've used it quite a bit recently, and I felt like using the Royal BM. I think it's going to be a more suitable vehicle for today's task. I also put a cabin protector on it, which pushes that cargo box back a bit. I'm interested to see how that affects the center of gravity on this truck. But if you're watching this as it came out, this video has come out on the 1st of September. So today is the day that the photo of the week special competition winner gets announced. The information for that will not be in this video, it will be in tomorrow's video onwards. But the winner will get announced probably around the time that this video actually comes out. So if you haven't gone over there to check it out, that channel will still be available for probably a day or two. And while we sort out the details for the winner, and there will be another competition announced very soon. So if you're interested in participating in competitions like that in the future, head over to the Discord. The link is in the video description. But here we are at the bit where you get wooden planks. I'm going to put these on the trailer for no real reason. I just feel like it. Should have probably put them on the truck to give me a bit more traction, especially going through some of this terrain. But it's okay, the Royal BM hasn't let me down yet, so I don't imagine it's going to start now. And even if it does, there's plenty of winch points available around here. And of course, we've always got low range. Not something I use very often, but when we're getting to this stage in the game, it becomes more needed. Speaking of logging stations, the Tiger is still set up to carry logs, and it's still over at the sawmill. Again, we won't be using that in this episode because no logs are required for this particular contract, which I can't say I'm upset about. But we've got plenty, almost every other type of cargo to pick up with this contract, which is going to be quite fun. That's quite a puddle there. Now, getting through this first little bit isn't too bad. What I will probably do is sort of jump to each loading destination for this contract and show you the return trips each time. But you can imagine all the places on the map that we'll be going to. Pretty much all of them. We probably won't be taking a trailer to all of them, but at least on this first run, it makes sense to take the trailer because we're picking up 4 cargo on, we'll be passing where we can get 4 cargo en route anyway. So it just kinda makes sense. Probably turn the lights off at this point. It's a little bit blinding with the snow. But, as I previously mentioned, I'll bring it up again. There's only 7 contracts left for Alaska, and I need your guys' help on what to do after that. Do we carry on in Alaska and try and get it to 100%? Or do we start almost like a season 2 in a different region? Is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on it. Somehow damaged this trailer box. I'm not entirely sure how I've done that because I don't think I crashed anywhere. Well, I can remember anyway. But we'll head along here and we'll pick up the 2 fuel. And it is actually fuel we need this time and not oil. So that's not a mistake I'll be making on this particular run. And while we're here, we will maybe get fuel. We don't really need fuel yet. And there is other gas stations. So there we are, 2 fuel loaded up. And our unusual music coming from that gas station. Not sure if you guys will hear that over the music that I put on the videos, but let me know in the comments what you think of the music that goes over the videos. That's something that you guys like, or does it take away from the sounds of the truck and the lights? But the place we're going to is of course the Polar Research Base, which off the top of my head I'm not entirely sure where that is. It is over there, so just past the factory we'll want to turn in, which is easy enough. I don't know what that road is like, I've probably been on it before, but we'll see. Looking at the road on the map was what made me think about taking a smaller truck over the banana barge. So of course the banana barge would be able to take this 4 cargo all by itself. Without a modded version of that truck, you can't even take a trailer on it, which I think is a bit of an oversight. I think it should be able to take a trailer, especially this type of dolly trailer, because it does actually have the hitch for that on the truck itself. Just won't let you connect for some reason. Plenty of markers on the map, as it's telling me everywhere I can pick things up. Let's take this road here. This road I know I've been on. The one after this, I don't think I've ever been to the polar base, but I could be wrong. It's something I might have done in a scout vehicle, for example. There's a fallen log there that's causing me a touch of trouble. And of course, the trailer is a land anchor, so that won't be helping things at all. Like I said, if need be, we have low range, and without the trailer this would be really easy. Drinking the fuel at this point, and we have almost come to a stop there. Very muddy road, this one. Not sure I would really classify this as a road, but it's where we're driving, so we'll be using it quite a bit, which this is probably where the challenge for this one comes from, because all of the cargo that you see on that list in the top right hand side, that's all available from this map. I don't need to travel to another region to get anything. Where is my turning? Looks like there is another way in here as well, which might be easier for us to use, but this is the way we've came to take this run, so this is the run we take, or the road we take. Now, speaking of Discord, there is a bit of a personal announcement to be made over on Discord this week. Some of you might not be interested in that, some of you very well might be. So if you are interested in that, head over to the Discord and keep an eye out for it. I will be putting up a post, potentially even today. I'm making a bit of a personal announcement that I'm certainly quite excited about, and I'm sure some of you guys will be quite excited about that too. But I'm not going to give anything away about it here, so if that's something you're interested in finding out about, head over to the Discord, and well, I'll be on Discord this evening. So feel free to head over there and come and have a chat with me. It's this second box over here that we want. There's a trailer there. There we are. So we need a cement, a metal beams, and 2 service spare parts. which that's actually going to take up 5 cargo slots, I believe. I think what I'll do, a new trailer discovered the Scout fuel carrier. Actually, I will refuel from that. Attach the trailer there, and let's have a look where we're going next. So I think what we'll do is I will head over here to the warehouse, and I think it's the cement you get there. So that's just a short journey, and it's actually over at the little shortcut road, I think, that I was taking in yesterday's episode. But that wasn't shown on camera because I had some minor issues with it, but it shouldn't be much of a problem in this truck. Especially when we're empty, we've got absolutely nothing to really worry about here. It's a bit of a lumpy road, but we'll manage just fine. The banana barge can come up here, so can the Royal BM. The only problem with bringing the banana barge up here is if you've got a cargo on the back, it falls out. Just a nice, easy, simple, quick little shortcut there that takes you almost all the way to the warehouse. And I believe the cement comes from here. That'll be the next thing that we deliver, of course. There's another Scout fuel trailer there as well. Concrete blocks, nope. Large pipe, nope. Small pipes, cement. Just a single cargo item here. There'll be another 2 runs around, one for the metal beams and another for the service spare parts. But that's just the way it goes. If we had a big trailer, we would have maybe been able to do this all at once, but that would have just added extra challenge that isn't really necessary. These rocks really wreck your tires and suspension. Well, let's climb our way back up this hill. Again, the banana barge can do this, so the Royal BM should have really no issues at all. So let me know in the comments what your favourite job is that I've done so far, and why. Do you like the quick, easy, simple tasks, or are you more of a fan of the long tasks like this one, or do you prefer the ones that are just really challenging? I personally like this type of job because each individual component is very simple, but it's not a simple job overall. It requires a little bit of route planning and picking the correct vehicle and the likes. That's probably the easiest part of this run done right there. Back in the same road that we came out, drop this off, and then we'll work on getting whatever else is close to us. As we drive through quite a muddy section there. Right, let's have a look at the contract, and that will tell us where we get the rest of the stuff. So we need metal beams, that's basically next door, and service spare parts is all the way down there. So I actually think I'm going to hitch back up to the trailer and do that in a oneer. So I'll get that done, and I'll see you guys when we get down to where we're picking up the service spare parts, and we'll take things from there. Okay, there is the service spare parts all loaded onto the truck this time. This trailer behind us is like a what's a land anchor, but it's also sliding about all over the road, which is fun, but I would rather it didn't. Well, metal beams comes from the factory, so where we are just now, nice big loop to do, where we're going to see most of the map. But this has been a really simple, really straightforward little task to do. I don't really need the trailer for this part. That's just optimizing it ever so slightly. I could go and deliver these service spare parts and come back for the metal beams, given that it is just around the corner. There is our garage there, so we're actually back to where we started this episode just about 15 minutes ago. That was something. I don't even know what I ran over there. Wasn't paying any attention at all. You can see the trailer just swinging around on the ice. The truck is really stable with these snow chains on. The trailer does not have those, so it's pulling all sorts of shapes behind us. As long as it stays attached and preferably upright, I'm quite happy for it to do whatever it likes though. So it's coming back past the gas station. Again, we're looking alright for fuel. We shouldn't need any just now, or for the rest of this contract, so nothing to worry about there. This Royal BM does still have the standard gearbox on it as well. This is not the high range gearbox. The high range gearbox would make it go, I believe, quite a bit quicker. It's certainly not a slow truck anyway. It's probably the fastest one we have actually. Especially with this land anchor on the back. Not my favourite trailer, but with the cargo bed pushed back the way it is the only trailer that I'd really want to take. The sideboard trailer would be a bit too close and would probably collide with the truck in the corners. And that just seems like a headache I'd rather avoid. So here we are at, I believe this is known as the factory. We'll just come in here if we can not rip the trailer off there. There's a trailer purchase and sell point right there. Let's go onto the trailer and we want metal beams. I'll try and reverse this dolly trailer sort of where we want it. That'll do me. At least we didn't reverse into the building. But let's head over and get these last few things delivered. We have now turned the beacons on while taking that thumbnail picture there. So we're going back along this same muddy track we first took in. We could go the long way around and avoid this track, but there's no need. We know we can make it along this track, even with this land anchor on. It's just a little bit sticky, but we'll manage just fine. It really is just the trailer that's causing the issues here. Without the trailer, we'd be absolutely fine through here. There's quite a lot of camber on this corner. Something's got us stuck. That should do us. Almost got stuck at that very same point last time as well. But that's okay. We're very nearly at the destination. There is one more contract. It will be Sunday's contract. That is an absolute behemoth of a task. But it's definitely one of these cases where I am leaving the best contract for last, because it is almost intimidating how big this contract is going to be on Sunday. So if you aren't already subscribed, please feel free to do so that you don't miss out on that video. That's going to take quite a while to get that video done, and probably a couple of hours worth of footage to go into that one. So looking forward to it, but it's a bit intimidating. It's definitely the biggest contract we've ever attempted on SnowRunner. Slow and steady through here, but we're getting there in the end, and that's all that matters. It is very muddy. It's a stray tree stump just there on the left hand side of us. Would be quite unfortunate if we get caught on that. With diff lock, this truck would be absolutely unstoppable, but we are yet to get that. I don't even know if it's available for this truck. Over that last little hill there, which, if we took that at any sort of speed, it would probably be a bit of an issue for us. But we're going nice and slow, so it's absolutely fine. There we are, $6,000 for that one, and we're sitting at $113,700 on the dot, which is absolutely awesome to see. But that is where I'm going to leave this episode here for today, guys, with that contract being complete. If you did like it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe, but there will be other content coming to the channel next week. So if you're enjoying the SnowRunner content but originally joined the channel, or you were brought to the channel by the other content, don't worry, there will be another game added to the channel starting next week. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and you can also ring the bell notification that way you get notified when those videos do in fact come out. And you can also join me on Discord, the link to that is in the video description, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. But thank you all very kindly for watching. I'll see you guys there. Bye for now.